Word. Morning, Hector, Modular, Blueface. Mr. Audio Dude. Good morning, everybody on YouTube and Twitch. We're back. So I saw yesterday, so there's a big Star Wars celebration coming up in Japan. And it looks like Respawn Entertainment, who handles the Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order games, along with Bit Reactor and Lucasfilms, are announcing a new Star Wars turn-based tactics game.
That's so much better.
Which is, it's going to be announced soon. So, I'll have more information about this soon. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, so I can't wait. Whenever we get more news about that, it's April 19th is when that happens. So we got about a month to wait. It says join us at Star Wars Celebration on April 19th for a first look. So it's not just going to be an announcement. We're actually going to get a first look at it. Turn-based tactics game. That could mean a few different things, but I'm excited because I like Respawn's stuff. I really love the Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor games. Alright, I need to recharge my batteries. And I know this next delivery has us going into BT territory.
Not far from Middle Knot City, you'll find
What's up,
the ruins of an
homies?
old shopping mall. They predate the Death Stranding. The Craftsman used to live there, until terrorists organized a void out or two and BTs started showing up. Needless to say, the Craftsman had to move house in a hurry. Grabbed what little he could and left most everything else behind. Which is where you come in. He wants you to go and get his old toolkit and bring it back to the shelter. His old home's locked up tight, but he'll open it remotely for you when you set out. Place is crawling with BTs, though. No one in their right mind would even try to pull this off. But if you can, then the old man might finally realize Bridges is only trying to help.
Great.
The toolkit you're looking for ought to be in my old shelter. It's been tagged, so shouldn't have any trouble finding the place. I'll unlock it remotely once you get there. Oh, and take some of those hematic grenades you brought with you. Nothing you'll want more when those BTs put your back against the wall, right? Here's hoping it won't come to that.
Yeah, Hector, I remember I quite enjoyed the storyline. It was Star Wars Battlefront 2, what, 7, 8 years ago, whenever it launched. Even though that was mostly a multiplayer map game, they had a single-player campaign tied to that where you play as Infinity Squad, and it's the Empire. You're playing as on the Empire side. It was a damn good campaign. I've played through it twice. It's a great story-based campaign. Yeah, it's short, but it was fun. I had a lot of fun with that. Alright, great. I get to go be killed by BTs. Dude, what you looking at, Sam? Yep, here comes the rain.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Fuck, man. Stop looking over your shoulder, Sam. You're making me all paranoid.
Okay. Nice.
Especially after that shower jump scare yesterday. I don't know if I need to go up or around. think I gotta go up here. Shit. Shit. No, no, get down, get down. What are you doing?
What?
Good.
I think you were afraid.
Shit, I got more up there again. I thought I killed all these on the way in. It's up there somewhere. I can hear it.
Show yourself.
Shit.
That was close.
We good? We're in the clear? We're in the clear. Woo! Okay. In the clear. My God, that was terrifying. Lake Knot City, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna have to go back there at some point. How's it going? It's going good. I'm enjoying it. Seba says, is this game good? I think it is.
Enough already. Steady.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I don't have any spray to like clean things up though.
Delivering cargo.
What? You kidding me? You actually went into that hellhole? You don't know what this means to me. Whole lot of memories in these old tools. The kind of stuff you can't replace with a chiral printer. Thought I was giving you an impossible mission. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Wait till you see the weapons I make with these sand bridges. You are incredible. Thank you.
But I want lethal weapons. I don't want just unlethal weapons. I want to be able to actually take things out, not just stun them.
pigs now. And that makes them as bad as him, don't it? It's as if all the motherfucking terrorists are coming together like one big happy family. Might be time for us to do the same. Maybe there's hope for us after all. At least if there's more folks like you in the UCA. Safety in numbers, huh? And the new America to boot.
America.
Connect me to the chiral network.
Bola gun. Need to see what it is.
Right. Now that you're looking out for me, it's only fair that I look out for you. So, as long as you keep me connected, I'll keep on supplying you with my best tools. And together we all might live a little longer. Oh, by the way, check out this beauty I made. It's called a Bola gun. Should keep anyone from giving you trouble for a minute. It's non-lethal, of course. I can't promise it won't leave marks, but that's on them. If you think you could use it, take it.
A bola gun, huh? That could come in handy. As is, you can use it to restrain human targets without killing them. But swap out those wires with strands spun from your blood, and it might even work on BTs. Go ahead. Give it a whirl.
It says they're also effective against BTs. Doesn't say if it kills BTs, but it does say it takes out BTs.
Well, you've done your bit. Time for me to do mine.
It just ties them in place.
Good work. New order available.
Copy
Please
that.
access delivery terminal for further information. Order assigned.
Good job, Sam. That's 2 prepper way stations integrated into the chiral network. Just 1 more left.
Decon keeping up. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Right, let's see if we can do this without dying a horrible death or something. That is a big ass. Is that a bridge or a highway? It says energy zone. Oh, is this part of that highway I was building? No, because that was way over here. However, it looks like the road has been extended quite a bit. Maybe that's what I was looking at earlier. It said that players had been contributing to the thing that I had been contributing to. So it looks like maybe players have been helping to build stuff. I need to go overland, it looks like. It's a long way over to the engineer dude. Shit. Now get up, bro. Fucking mules. Problem is, I don't think this thing goes all the way down here. I think I'm going to end up being screwed and have to jump off or something. Road closed. Oh, there's a ladder, though. Sweet. I don't have anything to contribute right now, I don't think.
This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
Can I contribute some midichlorians? The road has already been rebuilt, so it's as far as that one can be done. Alright, hang on, there's a generator here. Fuckers are looking for me. This is all deep water. Not a good place to be, I don't think. Damn it. Well, I'll be out of sight. At the very least. Come on, you can do this, bro. got this. Nope. Get on it.
This one's for you.
Anybody hear me?
Today's a good day. This one's for you.
Who are these guys?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
What's up, Thaindart?
Delivering cargo.
Oh, hey. Good to see you. Well, the cargo's in great condition. Thanks. Until next time.
Until next time. What's up, Ghostwalkers?
Good work. New order available. I just about given up on this. I owe you one.
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you for your continued support.
That's back to the Craftsman? Nah, I don't want to go back to the Craftsman. Right now, I want to go back to the,
Thank you for your contribution.
Thanks again for everything.
Yeah, we want to go back over here and make our way back to Port City.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
And I want to see if I can't contribute more to that highway that we're building. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are people that might want to do this. I personally, now that I know how it works, I like it's a weird, interesting component. I kind of like the idea of other players being around to contribute to things like this. Highway was not here yesterday when we played. But because people have contributed, now it's all fleshed out. Oh, I think it's already good to go. I don't care. Get him off my back. Okay, well, I'm a big fan of the building the road thing. I can totally see myself spending a lot of time contributing to the roads, especially because someone mentioned you get a car later on. Like, oh yeah, we're going to rebuild some highways. I still haven't seen the zip lines people have told me about, so I'm assuming that's later on in the story.
Weapons detected. Welcome to Lake Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
Hey, good to see you.
It is good to see me.
All clear. Welcome, Sand Porter Bridge. Have a pleasant journey. Have a pleasant journey.
That'll be cool, Havari.
Hey, Sam. Good to see you.
The game does unfold really nicely, Ghostwalkers. We were talking about this yesterday in terms of
Legend does it again.
the game has a
Everything
really
looks to be
nice
in healthy
progression of
condition.
quality of life
Thank you,
features.
Sam.
You start off walking until you get to the part where you get the skeleton, then you get the skeleton, then you go to the bike, and then you learn about building roads, and then you learn about building these other things, and you get better bikes, and there's lots of different progression steps.
Until the next delivery, then. Stay safe.
Can I tell you the story so far in two sentences?
New order available.
In
Please
two
access
sentences?
delivery terminal for further information.
There was some sort of event that caused a connection between the world of the living and the world of the dead, and I'm somehow attached to that. And my character is figuring out how he is attached to that unfolding of the two dimensions through the story.
Your work is greatly.
I don't know if that's why they're called Bridges, Theodore. I know that the person who says they're my mother had the last name Bridges, and she was supposedly the president, and her last name was Bridges. I don't know if that was really her last name, because I thought my last name was Porter because I was delivering objects. Therefore, I am a porter, because a porter is someone who delivers objects. But then I find out my last name is Bridges. So is my last name Bridges because I build bridges, or is my last name really Bridges? I don't know.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Yeah, I mean, that could be exactly. It could be all of those things. Of the mules, the heroes of the villains. Data, this is what I'm looking for. Memory chips. Big Fish. That was a good movie. I remember watching that a couple times. That's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Why am I blanking? Ewan McGregor is in that with God, there's another guy I think who passed away a few years ago. I watched it a few times when it came out. Has Mads Mikkelsen? Oh yeah, Mads Mikkelsen has been here in a bunch of the flashbacks related to the baby on my back. He's like the creator of the BBs, I think, or at least he was the husband of the woman who's the still mother, who's the mother of the BBs. And I still have lots of suspicions that I am a version of the BBs. Yes, you should have, Steph Blurry. Those kind of videos get tons of views. Void outs. Prepper interview. Terrorists are disguising themselves as Fragile Express couriers. They're transporting weapons. What's the purpose? I wonder. I'm going to find out more. I don't understand what the goal of the terrorists is. We're on the verge of going necro. So this guy suspected he has dooms. And he can sense BTs. Well, that leader we fought yesterday can summon BTs, but I think that's just his special ability. Like the girl can teleport in and out, that's her special ability. My special ability is I can like sense the BTs, and I guess I can see them. Or maybe that's part of like the when I have the baby with me, it sees them, but I can sense them. You know, there's some weird stuff. Has Mads Mikkelsen had a proper intro? No, it's only been flashbacks. Like I wouldn't say every time I leave here, but many of the times that I leave this room, I get like a flashback sequence with the baby, and I'm seeing through the baby's eyes, and it's always Mads Mikkelsen's character, and he's with the body of a woman and I'm pretty sure that's the still mother they keep referring to, who is the one who is the mother of the BBs. There's a whole bunch of shit I don't understand yet, and I suspect a lot of people are lying to me about things too, because I don't think I'm actually. I have a lot of suspicions. With like, because I've seen things that make me believe that Sam is having flashbacks. Because there's been moments when he's talking to his sister, or who he calls his sister, who also looks exactly the same as his mother. And then there's this aspect of like in one of the dream sequences, he was talking to her and she was on the beach and she was in a red dress. And then the very next scene, still on the beach, but then she's in a blue dress. And then she's back to having a red dress. And then yeah, there was a moment where he was like on the beach naked with the keys around his neck, and then the next scene he's not, and he's doesn't have the things around his neck. So there's blending of like past and present. I don't know if there's future stuff in here, but there's definitely some either if it's not time travel stuff, it's past lives and or I don't know if there's cloning going on. There's definitely the living and the dead, and so there's a lot of stuff going on.
The client is a first-gen prepper.
Yeah, no spoilers,
Old
please.
school.
I'm figuring out as I
Been
go.
in and out of shelters since before the Death Stranding. Deliveries of his medication have fallen behind, though, and he's about to run out. There's just one case you need to bring, but there are multiple packs inside. Every dose counts, so you'd best handle it with care. While the client's life isn't in immediate danger, he's probably having a rough time. Don't keep him waiting, huh?
Order assigned.
All right, we got to go a long way.
Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. All right, before we make the next step of this journey, I need more coffee.
Oh, I was about to drop.
Alright, let's do this. What's up, Joe, California? Yeah, I've been catching all your comments on Facebook and Blue Sky. Nice to see you here live. Alright.
Let's get this
This
show
one's
on
a
the
bit
road.
of a journey, it looks like. I think we'll make our way down the new road that we just built.
I really appreciate it.
I wish I could swipe these things, that'd be cool. But so far it won't let me interact with those. Oop.
Don't mind me.
Have a pleasant journey.
Good morning, Sam.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Alright, hold that thought. Because I'm going to go down here to the engineer first. Oh, do I already have a marker there? That's the elder. Well, in any case, let's just go be in this highway. Make way to that generator. I have stolen a few things from mule camps, yes. The game has only briefly talked to me about strand contracts, so I don't understand those yet. And technically, the game hasn't even told me how to build roads yet. I just happened to stumble across a road building platform and contributed and built it. So there's still a lot the game has not told me that I've just been sort of, because I've got a very helpful chat. We've been sort of just kind of, I think, jumping the gun a little bit on some aspects of the game. I'm gonna hold for a second. I don't know if I can go up through here or if I need to go around. Somebody's got a generator. I'm gonna head to that generator and we'll take a look. What I really want is to get up my... I don't have a bike in this map, so I've been having to hoof it again.
Safe travels.
It does look like there's a cleft up there through the mountains. No, the bike had to be stored in the port when I came across the ocean, or the lake, or whatever it was. A lake, not ocean. So I don't have a bike on this side of the... My bike is back in the eastern zone. I'm in the central zone now. Oh, hang on. Somebody's got a ladder here.
Today's a good day. Thanks for the help.
Oh, those metals. Let's see.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
I've been expecting you. You are my lifeline. I've only managed to get this far thanks to porters, and you don't ask for anything in return. You have my gratitude. Let's see how's the package. Wow, this is great. Excellent job. Thank you. So you're here on behalf of Fragile Express. Please tell me you put the terrorists behind you. When Fragile, the daughter of the founder, started associating with other couriers, things started getting scary around here. Rumors say that she caused the explosion at Middle Knot City, and there's a part of me that believes it. Of course, she could be just another one of their victims. Are you connecting the chiral network?
I am. At least that's the
I
plan.
don't mind a contract with Bridges, but I'm not going to join the UCA. Go ahead if you're fine with that.
Works for me.
Maybe you already heard it from Fragile, but preppers who don't want to be a part of the UCA can still sign a contract with Bridges to join the network. They get to use our delivery services and other basic Cairo network infrastructure, much like our full members. Similarly, you'll be able to use their Cairo printing facilities to replenish your supplies. They are not, however, obligated to exchange data with us. So don't expect them to share intel or help with the development of new tech. In an ideal world, everyone would be a part of the UCA, of course. But failing that, we want everyone to at least be a part of the network. They can always change their minds after the fact. The Cupid will interface differently with the terminal depending on the type of contract. So connect your Cupid to confirm.
Okay.
The company just got too big. In times like these, we should all keep it close and tight. That goes for couriers, too. Otherwise, we'll just make the same mistakes.
That sounds like Armin Shimmerman.
Federations, coalitions, states. Connecting all kinds of people together. It's just asking for trouble. Sorry. It's been a while since I last talked to anyone. Travel safe. See you around, then.
Good work. New order
Is it Army?
available. Please
It
access
is Armin Shimmerman. Ah, dun 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 dun. I don't get them all, but I do get most of them. Sorry, pat myself on the back for that. Okay. Somebody said. So, Joe was talking to me about strand links. I don't remember how to do that. It kind of it said something like I got a brief tutorial on it yesterday, but I don't know how I would go about doing that. That's movement. I was gonna see if it's in here in the. God, there's so many of these that pop up in here. No, that's connection levels with buildings, not with other players. Aha! That just says shared progress. Jesus, there's a lot of shit in this tutorial. Hold on. Strand contracts can be formed after reaching bridge link grade 10. So I can't even do strand contracts yet. Because it says I have to reach bridge link grade 10. Which I don't even, what is my rank right now? 4? Yeah, my rank is only 4. I have a long way to go before I could even do that with other players. Because my bridge link is only 4. I'll take the antique watches and this one because that'll take me straight back to Lake Knot City.
Order assigned.
Okay, so from here, I want to go back down to the engineer first. Hang on though, I need to actually plot a route. I always forget about that. Oops. There we go. Okay.
Excellent work, Sam. You've brought 3 way stations into the fold. The preppers are on the grid and the Cairo network is looking better than ever. We're planning to use a regional distro center as our next way station. But that'll have to wait. Got a priority task here. A mess in need of cleaning up. We need you to recover one of Lake Knot City's system servers. They sent it out for repairs and mules hit the transport on the way back. The server contains validation data for a new delivery system we're deploying. Once in place, it will use the Cairo network to automate deliveries. To us, it's invaluable. To the mules, it may as well be a toaster. A toaster they'll happily tear apart for the Cairo crystals and rare earth metals inside. If we don't act quickly, we could lose that data. So get your ass to the mule's drop site, snatch the server, and bring it back to Lake Knot City. I'm putting the order in myself. Check your cufflinks for details.
Oh, so this is going to be along the way. Retrieve. Alright, remove all markers. So we want to go here to here, here to here, here to here. This will be fun.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I gotta go down into their base. This is gonna be fun. I haven't been able to try my new bola gun out yet. Oh, that has a weird field of... Fuck, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Just end up sticking with my, rope.
There we go. Today's a good day.
Yeah, the zip lines looked really cool. I saw a video on them the other day, like a quick little snippet, I think, on TikTok, and I was like, those look like they're going to be a blast to build. No, 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 no. Oh, I forgot you have to... The camera goes backwards when you're climbing. Oh, there is an end to the rope. I didn't realize there was an end to these ropes. I finally found that out. Alright. I need to find a safe way down in here. Oh, they're gonna see me, aren't they? Hey, can I shut these down? Like when you come across them? Oh shit, they're sending a truck. That's the first time I've seen that. Motherfuckers are coming after me in a truck! Oh my god! I've never tried the gun, and I'm terrified to try it now. Hang on. I want to wait until there's only one dude before I attempt to try the gun, because I suck at aiming. And I at least know how to use it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I think somebody might have made that tip. Hang on, hang on. Somebody might have said something about that before I did this. Okay. Somebody said something about kick 'em. I don't know what kicking means. Who does? I don't know how to dodge. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I'm assuming kicking knocks them out. Alright, let's take a moment to stop. Leave cargo outside of... Leave cargo in mule areas so they don't trigger. Yes, I need to learn about that more. Let me scroll up through chat. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I didn't think about that before I went in. I know a couple of other people had mentioned it in chat. Dude, are we getting more? How many of these guys are there? Come here. And I could steal their truck. Wasn't there another truck over here? I think that was the truck. How do I reload the gun? Charge. No, it just reloads automatically. Okay. Can I load all those packages in the truck, guys? All those things that dropped on the ground, can I like load those in here? And like take all this shit back to base? Well, hold up a minute. Like, how do I do this? I don't want to carry... I guess I just have to carry it all up first. I don't care about the climbing anchor. Metals, yes. Oh shit, do I have another bad guy? I hear somebody yelling at me. You've got to be effing kidding me. Where are you coming from? It's not letting me kick him. Dude, piss off. Okay. Metals? No, some of those... Fuck, I don't know what was actually a delivery for my... Take care of this guy. Oh shit, where's my gun? Dude, this gun is way better than that shock thing I had. The shotgun I hate. This thing is awesome. Yeah, I'm looting the whole camp now. I took them all out and I stole their truck. Like, this is a double fuck you guys. You tried to kill me and now I'm taking all your shit. Come on now. Use vehicle.
Right on.
I don't think there's any of them left.
Almost there.
Hang on, I need to go to the quest thingy first. Which was this, I think. What was I looking for? Yeah, that right there. God, can I take all this stuff? I don't care about the cargo so much as like all the metals and stuff.
Sam.
How much can the truck take? And the question is, do I get to keep the truck forever, or does the truck eventually get to the point where I'm not allowed to use it? Beyond, I'm not talking battery stuff. I'm saying, does the truck stay with you for as long as I want, or does it eventually disappear? I might as well take the lost cargo. Well, now I don't have to worry about the bike so much because I have a truck. Okay, hang on. Cancel. Okay, so now I have a truck. And I'm maxed out. Whoa, try reducing your cargo load. Vehicles cannot be used if your cargo load exceeds their capacity.
Well, at least I'm getting my steps in.
What part has exceeded? I don't know how I accidentally put those on the thing. Boot flip, thank you. Alright, I still have to drop something else off the truck. I don't know how to tell. How much? Alright, well that was apparently enough. Okay. Alright, now the most important thing is getting this thing safely back. To this place over here, the engineer. Because I have a delivery to make over there. Joe said I can't park this in the garage. Okay. Better hope nobody's watching, dude. We stole a truck full of valuable supplies. Better hope this thing can get across the river. Oh, did it automatically raise itself up when we crossed that river? It totally fucking did. That was cool. Oh, 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 oh. There's a...
Charged up.
Woo! Almost tipped it.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I think I have to pull everything off the truck to make the deliveries, though, like the lost cargoes. Oh no. It's showing them here. And then I could choose to store. Is there any reason I would want to store those materials here as opposed to back at the main base? Dude, that was terrifying when they rolled up to me with the truck, man. There was like 6 guys on that thing.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? You've done more for us than we had any right to ask. Don't think we don't know that.
Oh, I'm not going to go back for more. That's... If I was into the building right now, I would go back for more. Right now, I'm more interested in continuing the storyline. But, so, storing would be go back and get more. Okay, so that's the benefit to storing as opposed to store them here because you need them here as opposed to taking them back to the main base.
Good work. New order available. The paths we walk become roads, Sam. See the track?
Now, does he have anything else that he wants to take back to the main base? Yes, because we're going to Lake... We're going back to Lake Knot City. Oh, and I can load them onto the truck.
Order assigned. The paths we walk become roads, Sam. See the tracks you left behind? They tell a story. If you were a spy on a mission, you'd have failed. But you're not. So be proud of those tracks. They're proof.
Okay, that makes sense. If the prepper has something that you want to build, then you store things here.
Know you're out there. Give them the courage to come together again. As you expand the network and aid your fellow Americans, you strengthen the bonds between us all and blaze a trail for them to follow.
Now, I don't think this road has been fully built. So I'm a little nervous about riding this one because maybe it has been fully built now.
Beginning scanning. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Welcome to Lake Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
Oh, it actually glowed red. It's like, no, you're not allowed to park your truck here. We're delivering all sorts of goodies.
Welcome, welcome. The hired man said to expect you. Oh, you've got the server. Here, let me have a look at it.
Yeah, so I can't garage it, so I can't repair it, which means eventually it'll break down.
Nice.
So that, but
Great
that's fine
deliverer
for an
comes through
interim
again.
vehicle.
The server's in perfect condition. It's a real relief to know all our records are safe. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, there we
I've
go.
added a reverse trike to the list of supplies you can fabricate. Lake Knot said he was kind enough to provide the blueprints as thanks.
This is what I was looking for. My next
I'd tell
bike.
you all about it, but didn't you used to have your own?
I did on the other
Same
map.
deal. 2 front wheels, 1 rear, battery powered. Fitted with an auto charging unit that kicks in when not in use. Requires skill to drive over
Right, Joe.
obstacles
Like
to
I
the
woke up this
terrain,
morning and started
best
playing,
suited to long,
and like
flat stretches,
there were
yada,
huge
yada,
sections
yada.
of roads that had
We're
been
working on
built
securing you
since my
another
yesterday's
vehicle,
session,
so
which is a really cool
you
part
can
of the
look forward to that
multiplayer
too.
aspect of this game, for sure.
Thanks, Sam. With that data, we can finally move forward with our plans for the new automated delivery system. I'll tell the boys to start testing the bots right away. Now, you'll need to take it to the distro center south of Lake Knot
But
City.
before I do this, I'm making my bike.
Check the delivery terminal whenever you're up for more work.
The preppers had some things to say about Fragile. You sure we can trust her?
That business with Higgs. Thought I told you she hates him with a passion. Enemy of my enemy as far as I'm concerned. Don't take my word for it now. Just ask her and judge for yourself. I'd like it or not. We need her help.
Sam, it's Fragile. I hear you brought 3 preppers into the network and delivered everything they needed. That's some good work.
Long as we're shooting the shit. You mind telling me what the deal is with you and Higgs?
Been hearing stories, huh? I'll tell you all about it. In person. Meet me at the distro center, south of Lake Knot. You're headed there anyway, right?
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Give me 2 seconds here. All right. Now I think we can store everything from the private locker from the truck. Where were the antique watches supposed to be delivered? The Craftsman. Okay. Okay. Fabricate equipment. This is a long-range bike. An improved version of the reverse trike, 2 large batteries have been added to the cargo shelf, which reduces its cargo capacity but increases its range. Capable of boosts, wheelies, and jumps, all of which can be used to traverse difficult terrain. Nice. The trike will also short circuit if struck by a mule's electrical attack, resulting in it becoming temporarily unusable. I don't know where I would want to put it. Does it matter? There we go. Yep, I pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Shadows Deluxe Edition like last week. So we're good to go here in about 5 days as we're going to be kicking off that playthrough. And I've got the DLCs pre-ordered, so we're good to go. So I could just leave this truck here and it's going to stay here. Alright, I gotta make a delivery to the Craftsman, so let me see if there's anything else to deliver to the Craftsman. Yep. We'll do this one, because I got one delivery going over to the dudes, so let's grab it. Jesus, I'll have to figure how to make this better organized.
Order assigned.
Can I move stuff to the bike, or do I just have to be standing next? I may have to be standing next to it. It'll disappear eventually, someone said. Steph Blair says it'll disappear eventually. Wiegand says it's been too long since I played the game, not sure. Keep it covered because the rain will destroy it, says Joe. Joe says it's fun trying to strategize what sections of road need to be built, and others you may just need a bridge or zip lines to create shortcuts. Man, yeah, I haven't even really gotten to that part too much because, to be honest with you, in the first map, once I got the bike, I stopped stressing about everything. Then I got to this map and they added roads, and I'm like, okay, so that's an interesting. Like, do you want the roads? Because if you want the roads, you have to take the time to get the materials to the device to make the roads. Yeah, I think it said less storage. I don't know that it said no storage. But I'm thinking there's no storage on this bike. Alright, we gotta go to the Craftsman. Which will be fun. I don't know if I've made the route to his place yet before. without. So that's my destination. And it looks like I've got a road I can follow here. Let's get to the edge of town first. It said that this bike can do jumps and stuff, which I was like, what? Oh, it's definitely faster. Holy shit. Or maybe that was just a boost right out of the gate there.
Safe travels, pleasant journey.
Alright.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Plan my route from here. There's definitely a generator. Oh, hang on. What is... There's a whole road I can follow now. Well, fuck that. I could take the highway all the way down over here, it looks like. Shit, are those mules right in front of me? Jesus. It looks like I can take the road. If this yellow represents built highway, correct? If that's the case, I could take the road all the way down to here. I don't know if I can get off there. Fuck you guys. Peace out. Woo! Oh no! I'm gonna fall off the road. Can you fall off the road? It almost felt like it was keeping me on the road. I don't want to risk it. Can you actually ramp this thing off by accident? Alright, this is dope.
Okay, there you go, Speed Demon.
However, I don't know if I can get off, or how I'm going to be able to get off over here. Oh, it's the energy zone in the middle. Oh, that makes total sense. Hold up, because my delivery is actually over here. I don't know how to get off to go make my delivery. I think we just have to duck off over here.
Still got it.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Keep on keeping on. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I stuck myself in the corner.
Delivering cargo.
All that road, by the way, was not there a little while ago. Like, that's all new.
No, it's you.
So that happened while I've been playing. Like, other people have contributed to the road sections. That's pretty cool, man.
Cargo's in mint condition. How the hell did you manage that?
Level 2 bola gun, what's the difference?
Just so you know, I've put something aside for you. Maybe you could use it more than me. Go ahead and grab it whenever.
Custom hermetic grenades. What's different?
Well, you've done your bit. Time for me to do mine.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
An improved lighter version.
It allows you to charge up shots for increased range and wire spread. Pretty neat, huh?
That is neat. I want to take it, please. What's the difference between the custom hermetic grenades and the normal ones? Okay, hang on. It's doing a scroll thing. Bags. Single transfusion limit, allowing for a greater anti-BT effect. Oh. So it's a bigger radius, essentially? Does he have anything that we want to take back? To Lake Knot City. Yeah, I don't have to make pee and poop grenades anymore. That's bonus!
Order assigned.
Well,
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Alright, back onto the highway. Ah! I almost fell off. This thing doesn't turn that good when you're in speed mode.
Okay, there you go, Speed Demon.
I do wish there were guardrails to like keep me from rocketing off the edge, because I'm the type of player who will eventually rocket myself off the edge of this by accident. I'll be like paying attention to chat, not reading my screen, and be like, woo! Off into the distance we go.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Welcome to Lake Knot City. Proceed to distribution center. All clear. Welcome. Scan for the bridges.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be what's be in my head the next time I gotta go get lab stuff done. Make a delivery.
Hey, how's it going? The legend does it again.
That's right.
Everything looks to be in perfect condition. Thank you, Sam.
You expected anything less?
Until the next delivery, then.
Good work. New
Alright,
order
before I
available.
take the
Please
next
access delivery terminal
mission,
for further information.
I gotta go make some grenades.
Not a moment too soon.
All right. Had to get a hard-boiled egg. I need ammunition for some more bombs later. And some more coffee. And it's funny because it's 6:30 local time, 6:30 in the morning, and all the cats are outside, but my wife's cat, Frodo, if she's not out there by 6:30, he starts getting all offended, and he's sitting outside the screen door just crying at me. Come on, Dad, let me in. I'm not allowed to let him in because Chris is very Chris is not a morning person. Like, I can get up and go. Like, my alarm goes off at 4 o'clock, and I'm usually streaming by 4:30. Like, I literally get up, feed the cats, get the coffee going, take a piss, come back, coffee's ready, you know, have a snack, grab a cup of coffee, turn on the stream. I'm good. Whereas Chris needs, like, she needs time. And if I let Frodo in before she's officially awake and out of bed, he will get up in her face and he'll, like, if she doesn't, he's the type of cat, like, he'll, like, bat her nose with his paws and he'll, like, stick his face right there and, like, start, like, doing the wet nose all over your face and, like, pawing at you until you open your eyes. And then he'll start, like, she doesn't like that. I've done it a couple times just to mess with her, and I get yelled at every time, but it is funny for my own personal amusement. The things we do with our loved ones. It's just cat's kisses, honey. All right.
Sam, a lot of clients are requesting you by name. Now, while there are orders we need you to accept, which are critical to the expansion of the chiral network, there are others that you can take or leave at your discretion. It goes without saying, though, that it's in everyone's best interest for you to do as much as you can. And more work means more rewards.
Okay, order types here. Orders marked with a star or its transfer specific for Sam. Orders marked with the weird strand thing must be completed in order to progress. He wants pizza. Oh, so that's what that means. I always thought that was related to the difficulty of the... I thought the strand thing, like the orange thing going through the line, I thought that was related to like the difficulty of the quest. And it just explained it to me. That's like a main mission for like story progression. Okay. Let's go deliver a pizza. I have a sneeze that's about to happen. Whew. Market time, Steph. I don't think I need to go to the market yet. I think we are going to the market. Oh, speaking of which, I need to check to see what time Amazon is showing up to. I've got a new, I got a new Weber barbecue grill, and we're gonna go shopping today once I know when the delivery's happening. Excuse me. I don't think it's actually left the city yet, but I know we got to go get some vegetables for grilling. The good thing is, like, we actually have like a local. She showed up about a year ago, maybe less, maybe like 8 months ago. She's got a little local vegetable stall right around the corner, so we don't have to go to town. We don't have to go downtown anymore to like get veggies, which is nice. She doesn't always have everything we need, but she usually has all of our staples, you know. The thing she does, like, she never has celery. Like, if I want celery, I actually have to go to like the supermarket. But all my staple stuff she has, so we don't really have to go too far anymore. I think we go to this major supermarket like once a week, and it's usually for things like, you know, loaf of bread, canned goods, stuff like that. Oh, these allergies are kicking my ass. Dun, 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 dun. And I know I've got allergy pills somewhere in the house, but I couldn't find them last night. All right, we've got a pizza delivery to that dude. Do we have anything else that goes over there? No. That would be to the elder engineer. So I could take this and I could do the engineer and elder on the way. Or I could go straight down there with the bike. I've been doing a bunch of side missions this morning. Let's do a main mission.
We've prepped a prototype bot for transport. Now you'll need to take it to the distro center south of Lake Knot City. If these autonomous delivery bots prove reliable, they could revolutionize our supplies distribution network. A lot's riding on this, so be careful out there.
Oh, it's no different than like right now, Tiberius, as an example. Over the last few days, there's been a bunch of big streamers who have access to Expedition 33, like a whole month before it's about to release. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 did it as well. Like a month before release, they gave access to a bunch of content creators and streamers. Generally speaking, the builds that those people are getting are not full builds. They're usually very limited builds. They only have 10, 15 hours worth of content. So they're just preview builds. It's great publicity. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, because as someone who is a content creator and streamer, you know, obviously I've worked very hard to get my channel to where it is. Having done this before as an influencer in the travel space, I worked my way up from paying for my own travel, getting to the point where the companies paid me for my travel, to where governments paid me for my travel, to where they would pay for my tickets, bring me in, put me up in a 5-star resort, pay for my food, send me to nice restaurants, put me up in hot air balloons, take me horseback riding, let me go scuba diving, all on their dime. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, that's part of, I don't want to call it a perk. It is a perk, but it's a perk that's the result of hard work and getting your channel built up to becoming the point where you can be an important enough influencer content creator to get early access, which helps you get more money and everything else. It's really easy just to avoid watching those things if you don't want things spoiled. Like, I really want to play Expedition 33. I don't want anything spoiled. So I'm avoiding any and all coverage from any and all content creators who have started playing it over the last few days with the preview builds, because I don't want things ruined for me. So it comes out in a month. I'll play it in a month when it comes out. Early access stuff. I paid for early access with Assassin's Creed Shadows, or not Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like many games, I'll pay for early access with. I'm trying to think. Not recently. What did I pay for that had early access? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, I got early access. Space Marine 2 early access. Not every game comes with early access. I am happy to pay for the early access. Like when it's like 3 days head start or 5 days head start, I'm happy to pay for that. Because if I'm streaming 3 days before a game goes live, there are a bunch of people who will watch me. And so my stream numbers are usually 30 to 50% higher when I am streaming before the general release. So if it's a 3-day head start, 5-day head start, that's cool. I don't know about Assassin's Creed Shadows because I know the paid version doesn't have early access. So if they're giving early access to things like to other streamers and content creators, I mean, that's cool. I won't watch their streams, but there are a bunch of people who will. And that's why I generally will take advantage of early access if there's like a 3-day head start or 5-day head start. And I pay for pretty much. I'm not big enough to get offered a lot of stuff. I have been offered some stuff. As an example, there's a game coming out called. Hang on. I gotta go look it up to make sure I don't butcher the name. Shadow of the Road, which is it's a steampunk fantasy Japanese samurai RPG, turn-based RPG from a company that Owlcat Games is publishing. And I got given a closed alpha build yesterday, 2 days ago. I can't share anything with anybody until the 25th when the embargo comes down. I was already interested in playing that game. So when they offered me the key, I went, sure, I'll play an early access build of that, because that lets me produce a video on March 25th, or a couple of videos, well ahead of its release, and I'll get some traffic from that, and build up a reputation with Owlcat Games, and all that's good for me. Other companies, I'm not interested in working with, so I don't do anything unless they pay me. I did get my first big offer. I said this the other day. Somebody was offering me $1,000 to do a 2-hour sponsored stream. It ended up not working out because of the timing. Because they approached me at like the end of February, and they wanted me to do it by March 3rd, and they only gave me like 5 days, and I'm like, I'm already booked. Like, I've already got my schedule. You can't, I can't unfortunately work with that. Like, you got to approach me at least 2 weeks ahead of time if you want to organize a sponsored stream with me. Like, you can't just come less than a week out and be like, hey, we want you to do a stream before this date, because the 3rd was like on a Monday or something, and they were like trying to close a contract on Friday, and I was like, there's no, I need time to read your contract. I need time to move stuff around. But I am getting big enough that I am finally getting some offers. And I get independent keys thrown at me at the time, but I don't take most of those games up because I'm like, meh. But I haven't had, the only AAA game I've had to date has been Dune Awakening, because Funcom invited me into their closed alpha, or closed beta, I should say, not closed alpha. I got my invite in a closed beta like last year, so that was my first AAA invite, was from Funcom. I was in the first wave of outside content creators that got invited into the closed beta. I wasn't even aware that Ubisoft had a creator program, Tibidius. Yeah, that might be something I should pay attention to. Let me write that down, actually. That shows you guys, that shows you how little I pay attention to that stuff, because I don't go out of my way to like look up that kind of stuff. Ubisoft creator program. Because this comes back to, I've talked about this before in the show, I'm not a starving artist, so I don't pay attention. I just get up in the morning, make my coffee, start streaming, take care of my homestead, do shit with my wife. Like, I'm not trying to build a career out of this like a lot of people are. I'm in the final stages of my life. Like, I've already had my career. I've already done all the things I wanted to do, and now I'm just like, obviously the more opportunities come my way because of YouTube and Twitch, the better, because it helps me, pay for the next piece of property we're looking to buy. But I'm also not like, I'm not 25 years old trying to build the next 40 years of my life. I'm on the downward slope. I've already got my home paid for. I've got the homesteads paid for in cash. Yeah, my wife's the one who makes my coffee for me. She does make the second batch of coffee. I make the first. I will defend that. Because I'm the one who gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning and makes my own coffee at 4. However, she makes the coffee at like 9. And she makes my breakfast and my lunch and my dinner. We've talked about this before. I used to do about, depending on what stage of our relationship, we've been together for almost 15 years now. Early on, I did a lot of the cooking. I probably did most of the cooking when we were in Cancun. And then by the time we went to Mexico City, it was 50-50. And then once we moved here, she does like 90% of the cooking. I don't. I probably only cook twice a month, 3 times a month. Um, so these days, I pretty much. But I'm also the primary breadwinner. So um, she's happy to let me do this because I'm not. Where am I? I'm home. I don't go anywhere. And the more hours I'm live and the more videos I produce, the more money that comes in from YouTube and Twitch and Patreon and all the little things and book sales and all this other stuff and the Patreon. So it's like we have a very nice stable relationship. It's funny too because somebody asked her the other day because like she goes off and she does all the shopping and it's funny because traditional Mexican relationships, the men are still very machismo. So there's still a very this jealousy thing of like guys don't like to let their women go out by themselves, and I'm like whatever. Like so even the ladies from church have questioned Chris. Does he not? He doesn't get bothered that you're out doing these things by yourself? Chris is like, no. It's like, no, I don't care. Like, and it's so we have it's nice. Like I trust her, she trusts me. It's like what is there to worry about? Like we just do our shit. She takes care of all the animals. I don't do anything with the homestead unless she asks me. And it has to be something that like she needs help with. Like she just built that screen door for the front side of the house like the last 2-3 days. She built the new duck shelter. That was her. I record videos of stuff when she's doing stuff, and I put those up on the Homestead channel. But she does all the eggs. She's raised that chicken herd. It's not a herd of chickens. It's a flock of chickens. The flock of chickens. She started off with no chickens when we moved here, and now we're 3 years in, and there's over 30 chickens now, and I don't know how many egg layers we've got, but I think we're getting like a dozen eggs a day, like 9 or a dozen eggs a day now. She butchers the roosters on her own with a machete. Like she literally hangs them up on the side of the fence, slices their throat, drains them out. She kills a chicken probably twice a month. She'll kill chickens. So she does all her own butchering, plucks the feathers herself. She takes care of the cats. She's got the ducks now. Like she spends all of her days outside in the backyard. That's her life. That's what she enjoys. And outside of that, she likes art. She likes sculpting. She likes painting. She likes drawing. She did all the artwork for our tabletop book. So that's our life. It's like, and I think that's the difference between, like a lot of streamers and content creators I think the only one there are people who are in my age bracket. Carnage is a little bit younger. He's been doing it for a long time, but I think most streamers are in their 20s, 30s, early 30s, and they're very much consumed with this whole, I need to be big, I need to be famous. There's a thing about actors of this generation too, where they want to be famous. They're not acting for the craft. They're acting because they want to be famous. And I think that's the distinction, is I'm not here to be famous. I'm just doing this because it pays the bills. Like, and I think a lot of streamers want to be famous, and so they approach it from that perspective. So they're actively trying to get all the, like, they want. I talked about this a few months ago. I don't like going to events. Why don't I like going to events? Because I don't get anything from the events. You get fame from the events. But I don't care about that. I've already been famous. I've already done the influencer thing in the travel space. I don't need it. Like I worked at the government level. My resume is out there in the public for people to look at. Like I worked my way up from being a backpacker staying in hostels to being flown around the world by governments and tourism boards. Like it doesn't get any higher than that. Unless you want to talk like, celebrity. So I formed a fucking company and built an MMORPG. I raised millions of dollars. Like someone was asking what was my career before this. I've done a lot of things. Had a construction company for many years. I was a travel writer. I have over 25 million words in print. I was a travel photographer, travel videographer. I had worked in the marketing space. I had a public speaking career for about 7 years in the travel space. Worked on big marketing campaigns for a bunch of companies. Formed an MMORPG studio. That game got launched. Formed another studio with my brother. We launched a tabletop game. I've written a bunch of fantasy novels. And then I moved into streaming games for fun like 3 years ago because I was like, we moved to the Homestead, and I said, what else am I gonna do? Like, Timothy says, I read a statistic that said if you have over 100 viewers on Twitch, you're in the top 1% of streamers. I don't know if that's true. That is true. So as an example, like right now, I have 65 viewers on YouTube right now, and I have 11 on Twitch. So if you have more than, if you have more than 100 viewers on Twitch, you're definitely in the top 1%. I've never had more than 100. I think my biggest stream on Twitch, I've had like 35 people. And that was when I was playing, I think, No Man's Sky or maybe Starfield. I know both of those games I've gotten up into the mid-30s. And the funny thing is, if I have 30 to 40 people on Twitch, I've probably got 100 plus on YouTube. Because my YouTube, I mean, I have almost 50,000 followers on YouTube, and on Twitch I only have like 2,500. I've also been doing YouTube for like 4 years, full-time for 3, and I've only been using Twitch for about a year and a half. So it's natural that my YouTube audience is much bigger. Now I'm able to make a full-time living at this, and I have been for 3 years, but I also have a very low cost of living. So I'm able to do things that a lot of other people can't do because I don't need $7,000 a month to survive. Like, that's a thing for a lot of content creators and streamers in the United States because they need $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month to pay for the cost of living where they live. I don't. It's not off-grid living, no. I am not off the grid, Tarduck. I am not off the grid. I am 100% on the grid. We say homestead because we have our own little plot of land inside, but we're in the city limits. We're on the outskirts of the city. I have a forest behind my property. I have a field across the street from my property, but I have a church right next door, and I have 4 neighbors right next door to, like 4 neighbors on this side of the property, or 5 neighbors right here, like 5 little houses. So there's houses on this side, a church on that side, forest behind, field in front, and then I also have another neighbor in front as well. So I'm not off grid. No. I have 2 internet connections. Yeah, I'm not off grid. I live in the middle of nowhere. It's a small town with only 30,000 people. At the end of the day, there's nothing more valuable than happiness? Correct. And I will say that revenge is more satisfying, Hector. For sure. At least in certain things. It has made me happy in a couple of areas. Anybody who says otherwise hasn't ever actually properly enacted revenge. Joe says, I've just submitted my paperwork. I'm in the process of retiring myself. Nice. Going back to the Twitch thing, though, the viewer thing. Yeah, if you've got 100 viewers anywhere, you're in the top 1%. Because it takes a lot of time to build up. And if you watch, for those of you who watch my streams regularly, I don't have more than 100 viewers most days. This game, I've been averaging like we're at 72 on YouTube right now, 12 on Twitch. So this game has been averaging me, I've been getting between 65 and 75 viewers on YouTube and between 15 and 20 on Twitch. So I'm getting like 80 viewers every morning when I play this game. Now, when I go play in the afternoon and I play like the Division 2, I've got like an average of 40 viewers, half the numbers. If I play something old, like Mass Effect, I'll get 20 to 30. So my viewership is still very much dependent on the games that I play. Not every game is going to get me. When I play modern, like new releases, and especially the early access stuff, if I've got 3 days head start, like Indiana Jones is a good example of this. That was a new game. We're going to be playing Assassin's Creed Shadows in a few days. That's a new game. When I play new games, I will generally get 150 viewers to 150 to 200 viewers during the first 2 to 3 days of a game being released, or if I'm in the early access period, and then it'll drop off to about 80. Like 60 to 80 is a pretty good average for my channel right now on the average day for most games that I play. 60 to 80 viewers between YouTube and Twitch. Correct, Joe. The fact that JK, the fact that I'm getting 70 to 80 people watching me play this game, I have a feeling I'm going to be 150 plus when Death Stranding 2 hits. Because this seems to be doing very well for me and my channel. But I also don't think there's a ton of people streaming the first game right now, so I'm in a unique, weird position of playing an older game when there's not a lot of people playing it, so who knows. But like, I'm about to go play that that samurai game I was just talking about. The Shadow of the Road. That's not going to be a big game. I'll probably only get 40 to 50 people watching me there. So I'm technically not in the 1% yet, because I do not regularly get 100 plus viewers. I regularly get 60 to 80 is pretty standard for me at this stage of where I'm at in my streaming career. And you have to think too, I didn't start like I streamed every single day for the first 2 years of my content creation journey. I was a full-time content creator, but not a full-time streamer. I was only streaming about 2 to 3 hours a day. I started streaming 6 to 8 hours a day last June or August, last August. So I've only been streaming full-time, well, full-time hours anyway, since like last August, July, August was when I started. And we're due to do an, I think later today or tomorrow, I'm going to be recording the next analytics report for YouTube. So if you're a channel member on YouTube, we're going to be doing an updated analytics report, because one of the things I was looking at is my average viewers and how those have gone up. Because I can remember when I first started doing content creation, I always made more money uploading videos to YouTube rather than being live. And I wasn't able to make the transition to spending more hours live until last summer, because my viewership finally got high enough. Once I hit the point where I was getting 30 to 40 viewers minimum on my live streams, I was able to transition over and start streaming more hours per day, because it became more financially viable for me. Because before that, I would make more money just uploading videos to YouTube. Now I actually make enough money off of live streaming for 6 to 8 hours a day that I really only produce maybe 2 videos per day outside of the live streams, plus a YouTube TikTok short. I spend just as many hours working, but I'm spending those hours live as opposed to spending those hours doing content creation. And that was something that only happened like last July when I started. I came back from the trip where I was helping my brother move, and then I was dabbling with different things, and then I started playing No Man's Sky, and I hit the Kingmaker slot on Twitch, which means I was in the top 3 streamers playing No Man's Sky, and I had some really big numbers, and we started getting up into like 120 plus viewers, and then I rolled into a second playthrough of Starfield after that and got Kingmaker slot again, and so my numbers were very good from those 2 games in particular, and then we've just continued to see pretty good numbers since then, and I just decided to start pushing harder on the live streams, and then as a result of that, the numbers have been well enough that I've been able to just keep streaming for like 6 to 8 hours a day. So, but I'm not in the 1%. Definitely not in the 1% yet, because we have not hit the daily average of 100 viewers. Like I said, my average right now is 60 to 80 most days. New games, I'll get more than 80. Usually only for the head start period, we'll have 100 plus, but then it always dips down back to around 60 to 80 average. But it is game dependent, because some games I'll have bigger numbers than others. But I'm not opportunistic about that. Like, you'll see some streamers, if they get big numbers with a game, they'll go hard and heavy and all in on that game, and they'll spend like they won't do anything else other than that one game. And I don't do that, because I'm a variety content creator and a variety streamer. So I'm changing games like every 2 weeks. Like right now, I'm playing 3-4 games at one point in time, and that makes it harder to grow, because your audience is doing this, your numbers are doing this, depending on the games you play. But we do have folks, like there's a whole bunch of people, you can see their names. And the folks who have like memberships on Twitch and YouTube, and who subscribe to the channel and have memberships. We have people, I think Dribrom just celebrated 18 months, I think, like last month was like 18 months of being a YouTube member. So we have some, and there's a whole bunch of people here in chat. I'm singling Dribrom out because I know that he just did like a big anniversary recently. It's a year and a half of being a channel member on YouTube, which means we have people who are here through every single game that I play. Now he just did it to prove a point. Now he just dinged 19 months. He just did his 19 month of membership on YouTube. Thank you, Dribrom. But I'm pointing that out as an example of there are people here who have been here through every single game that I play, and then there are people who come in and go out, and come in and go out, and come in, and that's totally normal. But the 1% thing is true. Like if you're over 100 viewers on either platform, I would say not just these platforms, on Kick too. Like Kick, because Kick is a pretty decent platform to stream on if you want to be over there as well. But if you're getting more than 100 viewers wherever you're streaming, you're definitely in the top 1%. And it takes time to build up to that. Unless you're, got a decent set of tits and you're willing to do an OnlyFans and do hot tub streams. And I don't. My man boobs are not nearly big enough for me to do a hot tub stream. So. Scouser says, do you get penalized for the music? I haven't yet. Although I will say I have not had many problems. I did the second stream of this game. Today's the fourth stream. The second stream, I did have one of the tracks got tagged by YouTube, and I had to use the AI to scrub it out. But I was genuinely surprised that I've not had issues with this game because it uses so much licensed music. But I'm willing to bet that they've cleared all that music for use on YouTube because of the fact that this is a video game. So I was genuinely surprised by it. But it's like Cyberpunk 2077 does that too. They have a ton of licensed music, but it's been flagged so that everyone can use it when they're streaming. Anyway, I'm going to have to clip this out because that was a really good discussion. Top 1% of streamers. We're at like 238. Perfect example of why you should subscribe, hit the bell icon, and never miss an update. Daily streams at around 5 or 6 a.m. every single morning on Central Time. And we have lots of discussions like this when we're playing. You're welcome to Vidius. I would anticipate by the end of this year, if everything keeps growing the way it's been growing, I think I'll be at the point where I'm in that. I should be there by the end of this year, honestly. We'll cross 50,000 subs on YouTube probably next month. And then with all the new releases that are happening this year, we're rolling from Assassin's Creed Shadows to Atomfall, then we've got South of Midnight, then we've got Expedition 33, then we've got Dune Awakening, we've got Doom the Dark Ages, I've got that Shadow of the Road game, I'll probably do another round of Baldur's Gate 3 at some point. Death Stranding 2 is coming, we've got the remake of Days Gone. I'm just naming games off the top of my head that I know I'm playing, and all of those games will bring in viewers and bring in new subscribers. And those are mostly new projects. Obviously, the Baldur's Gate 3 thing would be a replay, but with Patch 8 coming, I'll probably want to schedule that in. The Days Gone remake. But then there's all the new releases, like Grand Theft Auto 6 is later this year. We got Fable next year. Exodus is coming up. We know we're going to be playing that. So I think by the end of this year, I don't know where we'll be at with like YouTube subscribers and Twitch subscribers, but I have a feeling like if the growth tracks the way it's been tracking the past few years, then I should be at the point by the end of this year where my average is 80 to 100, like the way we've been raising. So right now I'm averaging 60 to 80 viewers. I think by the end of the year I'll be averaging 80 to 100 viewers. And then maybe by next year we'll be 100 plus everywhere by the time we're getting into our 5th year. Because this is my 4th year. I'm in my 4th year of streaming right now. We just celebrated a 3rd year anniversary in February. So I'm into my 4th year now. So by the end of my 4th year, going into my 5th year, I think we'll be at the place where we have 100 plus viewers every single day, which will be a really interesting place. Consistency, Nick Brown, 100%. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's just consistency. Because the way the YouTube algorithm works, and the Twitch algorithm too, but especially YouTube, um, the strategy that I set out, this goes back to why I was saying I was a content creator. I gotta timestamp this, guys. We're gonna get sidetracked again. Hang on. This is another great conversation, and I'm happy to talk about this because this is a really good discussion. So Nick Brown asked, let me timestamp this, 2:41. Nick Brown asked, what would you say was the biggest factor in growing your YouTube channel? Consistency. And it is. So if I can give a little bit of insight into how YouTube works, this has nothing to do with the live streaming per se, because the live streaming is YouTube and Twitch. They also do this similarly. Consistency is the number one factor for a few different reasons. So when it comes to being live on a regular, consistent schedule, because then users know that they can tune in and watch you at a certain time slot, and that builds up reliability, loyalty, and I don't want to use the word, it's not, there's a parasocial aspect to this. So I'm not friends with all of you. I'm not. I don't know any of you in real life, but there is a parasocial aspect to the relationship between being a streamer and the community members and everything else. But to be frank, I'm not friends with everybody. I don't know any of you people in real life. You know, I know many of you through the streams, and some of you have animals, like Zarnanthium over on Twitch. I know has a lot of cats. He shares pictures in our Discord. Like, there's definitely that online community aspect of things. But by establishing that regular consistency, you're establishing a connection with people, and that creates a community, and people want to be a part of that community, and so that is an important aspect of it. But beyond that is the sheer numbers game, and this is the part where very early on, when I started doing content creation for myself, I had already been doing it for clients over the years, but when I started doing it for myself, it's just a numbers game. Like, I sat down with Chris and I said, if every video I produce earns me 1 cent per day. A lot of people will joke about that. Like, you'll hear the trolls. The trolls will comment on my videos, or the trolls will comment on my streams, and like, oh, you're just a small content creator. You've only got 35,000, 50,000 subs. You're only getting 30 people on your streams. Like, right now, obviously we have bigger numbers. We're at 86 on YouTube right now and 10 on Twitch. So it's like the numbers are good this morning, right? But you'll get the trolls who come in on a slow day, and they'll make fun because you've only got 30 live viewers, or if you only got 300 views on a video, or you've only got 1,500 views on a live stream, and they'll say stupid stuff like, oh, you're only making pennies. And I just look at that and go, yeah, motherfucker, because a penny saved is a penny earned, and pennies add up. Because the way that the YouTube algorithm works is that if you put a video into the algorithm, whether it's a live stream or an upload, like a VOD, that video is then out there. And people will find that video through native distribution, through Google search, through YouTube search, by being recommended from other people. So like, if I know that, this is a good example because Co-Carnage is a big streamer. If I know Co-Carnage is playing a game and I'm playing the same game and he's putting videos out on YouTube and I'm putting videos out on YouTube, my videos are going to be recommended to people who finish watching his videos because I have a video of the same game. And so it's going to be recommended to people who like that type of content. So that type of stuff is the algorithm at YouTube working. Similarly on Twitch, when you're live and you're in a category and you can get into the Kingmaker slot, you'll see people looking for who's streaming Death Stranding, who's streaming Red Dead Redemption 2, who's streaming this. That all works. But with YouTube in particular, the more videos that you have available, the more money you make. That's the short version of that. Because even if every video is only giving you 1 cent per video, if you start building up a catalog where you have, as an example, I'm going to do some quick math here. I got to pull up a calculator for this, because I don't do math in my head. But this goes back to what my wife and I were talking about this years ago when we first started doing this. Divided by 100. I have 7,500 videos on YouTube right now. Okay? I have over that, but it's 7,500 plus videos on YouTube. So if every single one of those videos brings in 1 cent per day, I'm making $75 a day. Now, not every video is making 1 cent. Some of those videos are older videos, and the older videos do get they get filtered out of the algorithm. So it's important that you're constantly adding more things to your library. But I've tracked this stuff. If you're a channel member on YouTube, I have showed my analytics and I have showed my income reports since I started doing this. And since I first got monetized a little over 3 years ago, I've been tracking all of this data, and it's out there for our channel members. So the analytics reports and the income reports track all this stuff. So consistency is key, but also just putting lots of things into the system. Quality is important. Your presentation is important. All that stuff is important, but more than anything else, putting all sorts of stuff out there in the system. Because the more videos you have on YouTube, the more chances people have of finding your content, subscribing to your channel, watching your content. Those views get counted as money. And even if you're only getting a fraction of a cent, if you got 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 videos in that library, even if they're all only earning a fraction of a cent, these days, and again, I don't want to give away too much of the pie here because I do want people to go become a channel member and look at the income reports. I can say, without spilling too many of the beans here, when I first started doing this, we tracked, like, I was making $2 a day in the beginning. And then I was able to go, okay, we went from $2 a day to $13 a day. We went from $13 a day to $30 a day. And then we went from $30 a day to $50 a day. And then we went from $50 a day to $60 a day. And it's always rising. So those are the things where it is important to be consistent about your schedule, but it's more important to be consistent about just uploading lots and lots and lots of videos. And of course, there's more to it than just that. You have to understand search engine optimization, how to title your videos, making good thumbnails is key, understanding the topics, what works, what doesn't work, understanding trends. If a certain thing isn't working well, maybe don't spend so much time on that, focus over here. But there's no such thing as a bad video to upload, because even if it only gets 50 views, it earns money once you're monetized. So any troll, whoever tries to say something stupid like, oh, your videos are only getting 300 views, that video only got 15 likes, that video you've only got 30 people watching your live stream. None of that matters. What matters is this. This is the graph. And if you're always going up and your numbers are always in the green, that's the only thing that matters. And as long as you are every day putting content out, streaming, clipping, putting YouTube shorts out, putting TikTok shorts out, getting Instagram reels and Facebook reels and blue sky content, and as long as you're on Twitter X, as long as you're every single day producing content for all these platforms and all these channels, the net result of all of that is growth. End of story. And as long as you're not doing something absolutely stupid to tank your career, aka Boogie 9118 or whatever his name was, as long as you're not doing something completely stupid like that and just destroying your career with ridiculous antics and behaviors, as long as you put the focus on creating good, solid, quality content, and you're a good, solid, quality content creator, and you're personable, and you're reliable, and you just put in the time, you will seek success at this. It's not even a numbers game. It's just can you show up and do it every single day and put content out on a regular basis. 99% of people fail at this because they stop. They'll get like a year and a half into it and they're like, I'm not seeing the results as fast as I want them. Because remember, we talked about this earlier in the stream, a lot of people come into this wanting to be famous, and so they want to get big numbers. I approach this from the perspective of everything I have is paid for. I don't need big numbers. I'm not a starving artist. I just like to play video games, and I'm retired. Not really, but I'm, for all intents and purposes. I don't have to go work for somebody else if I don't want to. So I'm in a position in my life where I was able to sit down and say, I don't care what my numbers are. I'm just going to start doing it. And it's just a matter of every single day. So because I love video games, and my career before this was as a public speaker and marketing person, so I don't have a problem being in front of the camera and talking to people. It's really easy for me to put in 12 to 16 hour days because I'm doing this. And I talked about this a couple months back. I grew up shoveling cow shit on a dairy farm and milking cows. Playing video games is infinitely easier and infinitely more fun than shoveling cow shit or milking cows, or when I owned a construction company and I had to work in all sorts of weather and break my back and my knees. Like, this is an infinitely easier and infinitely more fun job than any of those things were that I've done in my life. So it's very easy for me to just grind and put up the content. And that's all that matters, is that you're grinding and putting out content. So yes, consistency is key. Having a regular schedule is important, but you have to treat this like any other job. Like, if you're not putting in your 8 to 10 hours a day, it's not going to go anywhere. If you're only willing to put in an hour and a half a day, then you have to understand that those results are going to be the results of an hour and a half a day commitment. And an hour and a half a day commitment takes a lot longer to grow than an 8 to 10 hour a day commitment. So it's like anything else. If you only worked an hour and a half a day at your day job, your pay would be shit. So think about that to put it into perspective. Like, if you want to grow your channel, you have to be willing to put in that effort to get back the returns that you want. But I think it's also important. Yes, Nick Brown, I've approached this always from the business perspective as opposed to a, I want to get famous perspective. So yeah, there's 92 people on YouTube right now and 12 over on Twitch. So again, this goes back to my YouTube audience is much bigger than my Twitch audience, which is, I spent way more time on YouTube than Twitch. But this goes back to just, again, with YouTube in specifics, the more stuff you put into the library, the more you're going to get back. And it doesn't matter if it's a fraction of a cent or $5. What's that guy, Moist Critical? I think it's his name. He's the long-haired kid. I say kid. I don't know how old he is. I think he's probably in his late 20s, early 30s. He's got, I don't know, 15, 16 million on YouTube. Like, he did a breakdown on his YouTube income and Twitch income maybe like last month. I actually watched the video and was like really impressed with the way he broke it down, because he's making literally like $25,000-$30,000 for every single YouTube he makes. But he has an audience. He's been doing it for much longer, and he has an audience that is much larger. And so that's the thing with YouTube in particular, or Twitch, but more with YouTube. Just by building up an audience, it might come quicker for some people, but as long as you're seeing the net growth every single day, it doesn't matter if you have 40,000 followers, 60,000 followers, or 40 million followers. Everybody starts at zero. And the only way you get a bigger number is by putting more stuff into the system. So as long as you can do that and be comfortable with your results, even if they are slow, success is just a matter of how long does it take you to get to where you feel like you're able to be self-sufficient at it. And that's a different time period for many people. So yeah, consistency is key, for sure. But also just putting out lots of content. Build up the library. And that is another great video to put out on YouTube. And that's the other thing about this when I'm doing these live streams. When we have community members who ask questions like this is a great opportunity, because I can then take this video and clip it out. So that not only are we getting the views during the live stream, and the live stream becomes a VOD that gets produced and promoted by the algorithm later on, I then get to clip these types of videos out and put them up on YouTube as an original piece of content for the people who weren't here during the live stream, which means I'm getting 2 birds, 3 birds, 4 birds for every stone that I throw. And this is something where if I was a bigger content creator, I would have a video editor who would be clipping this stuff out for me, but I do this all myself still. So I'm time stamping this video right now because I'll have to go back later and clip it out. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams, YouTube and Twitch, because I multi-stream in both places. We start at around 5 or 6 a.m. every single morning, and I usually go about 6 hours in the morning, and then we do another stream in the afternoon for about 2 to 3. Usually around 2 to 3. And I play a lot of games. So. Yeah, I saw that he went live playing. That's why I brought him up earlier, Stigman. We were talking about that, the Expedition 33 thing earlier. He's one of the content creators that's playing early right now.
Order assigned.
It's going to definitely be popular with the turn-based RPG, Baldur's Gate 3 crowd. Tardik, for sure. I have a mustache hair that is bugging me. I'm going to scroll up through chat because I know I missed a bunch of stuff while I was talking to people. Hector says Samurai RPG. Yeah, it's called Shadow of the Road. It's a samurai steampunk fantasy game. It's a turn-based RPG. Owlcat is publishing it. Another company's developing. It looks great. I've got the closed alpha right now. I'm going to be playing it over the next couple of weeks. The embargo goes down on the 25th, so I'll be able to start producing. I'll have some early thoughts and first impressions stuff coming out on the 25th. But they've already got teaser trailers and stuff out you can check out. JK just saying, says I don't see many lives, but watch a lot of your videos. That's the other thing, kind of keying off what we were talking about earlier. All the live streams on YouTube become a VOD after the fact. So even if someone can't watch it live, it becomes a piece of content that they can watch later. And so that is part of just the always adding to your library aspect. Have I gotten to the mountains yet? I have not. I am in a mountainous region, but I have not gotten to the mountains yet.
Oh, that's right. Let's just sit here for a second and meditate.
My videos destroying grifters do pretty well. Sometimes. Most of the time, yes. Sometimes what you'll see is especially when I was playing the Veilguard, I had videos. I got slammed so hard in that game. Like my channel average, this is the funny thing. I have 7,500 videos on my channel, right? And I did the analytics report of this for channel members. But at the time, I think I was at like 7,200 videos or something. I had a 96%, I think, or 90. I forget. It was like 90, high 90s% approval rating on my YouTube videos, meaning that 96% of people across 7,000 plus videos had given me a thumbs up on all my videos. I got so much hatred and so much downvotes, so many downvotes for my Dragon Age Veilguard content that just for the 3 weeks that I played Dragon Age Veilguard, my channel average dropped from like 96% to 92%. Put that into perspective. That's how bad and how hard the grifter bots hit me for liking Veilguard. It was fucking ridiculous. And they're going to be they'll come after me every time I play a game that has a female protagonist, or if it's a game from Ubisoft, or if it's, there's just, people are stupid, is what it comes down to. Joe California says, that's how I found you. I was watching Baldur's Gate 3 videos during early access, and the algorithm started showing me your videos. And thank you to the algorithm for that.
Oh, I was about to drop.
Scouser Groot says, do you think a camera is important when streaming? There are exceptions to that rule. Morticimal Gaming does not use a camera. But I used to give this speech when I was doing travel blogging. I always told people at my presentations, if you came to see me at an event and I was doing a presentation at a conference, no one trusts the nameless, faceless entity. People build connections with other people. And so I personally think that it's very important to have a camera. Now, there are exceptions to that rule. Some people, like Morticimal Gaming, have built very stable channels without using a camera. But I am one of those people who firmly believes in building connections with other people. And so I think a camera is very important. It's not, there are exceptions to that rule. It's not, it's not that you have to have it, but I do think it's important. But that's my perspective on things. Stickman says that's how I found you, is the World of Warcraft controller support video. Nice. His 100% reviews are definitely his shtick. It's not a bad shtick. But it's his thing. Like, so I have my thing. I do the 3-part review. That's a thing that I do that's unique to my channel. I do the early thoughts, I do the initial review, and then I do the final review. And so that's something that's unique to me. And I know I have a lot of people who have followed my channel because of the fact that I do a 3-step review process. So I don't just do one review. I do 3. And so that's my shtick. Like, my shtick is a 3-part review series. Mortissimal's shtick is 100% the game, which I don't 100% the games I play. That's like with Avowed, he did like I think he did 4 or 5 playthroughs with Avowed to do that, and I'm like, man, good for you. I was happy to do a second playthrough. Yeah, Mortissimal is awesome, but like everybody's got their unique space. I don't know who Rad Brad is, Steph, but if he's someone who doesn't use a camera, then that's probably another good example. If that's someone who does not use a camera. All right, I gotta stand up for a bit, guys. My leg nerve is pinched and bothering me. Just give me a second here. All right, we got a long way to go, but I should be able to make most of this journey on the highway. Rad Brad is a huge YouTube content creator. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Have a pleasant journey.
Good morning, Sam.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
$1.4 million or 14 million subs. Jesus, yeah, that's big, man. Jason says it's one of the OG game playthrough guys. That's cool. You know what? If I went and saw his face, or not face, but if I went and saw one of his videos, I might know who he is. The name didn't ring a bell, though. It's raining. I don't like that. Atari says, I remember when you could name all the million sub channels. Yeah, right. Stuff, he has 13.7 subs, although he's been doing content for over 10 years. Yeah, so that's the thing. If you've been doing it for that long, also never done a live stream. JD Hooker says, I found you through your New World content. Really enjoyed the constant variety you bring. Keeps me coming back. Well, I appreciate that, JD. Well, I know there have been more roads that have gotten, hang on, I'm going to sneeze here. I think I'm going to have to find my allergy pills today. There have definitely been a ton of roads, because when I was playing yesterday, there weren't this many roads. There were more roads when I started playing, and then I know we did some runs this morning, and more roads appeared while I was doing my runs, so that's really cool. Anyway, when you've been doing this a long time, like Co Carnage is a good example. Co Carnage has been doing this for 10 years. And look at his numbers over 10 years of growth by just being consistent. And that's the key, is just consistency. No gimmicks. There's no gimmicks to it. I mean, you can be gimmicky. If you want to be gimmicky, you can look at guys like, dare I say, you know, Asmongold. He's like in the top 1% of streamers on like Twitch, but he's definitely it's not. I don't watch that content. Yeah, the doc is another guy. So correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, really quick. So this this highway just stopped behind me, right? So if I wanted to continue that highway, I would need to use this highway thingy here. Does it show you the route? Yeah, so this adds to the existing route. Well, let's add some crystals to it. And then other people can contribute to this, right? Because that's how these roads have been showing up. Because while I've been playing, there's been more roads showing up as I've been playing, which is a trip. That's so cool. Yeah, Atari, I moved on from MMOs. Like, I am still playing some MMO style. Like, I'm playing Division 2 right now, having a lot of fun with it. But, like, everybody's been asking me, are you going to do a guild for Dune Awakening? And I'm like, no, I'm done. Like, I did do a World of Warcraft guild. Oh, let me put it this way. I was convinced by other people to do a World of Warcraft guild. Even though my brother and I made a decision, like, 3 or 4 years ago to stop doing MMOs. I've been doing MMOs for 25 years. And I'm just like, I'm done with MMOs. My channel growth, I would much rather focus on... I'm going to get sidetracked again for a second, guys. When I started doing this channel, when I started live streaming, and when I first got monetized, I was still heavily into MMOs. Specifically like EverQuest 1, EverQuest 2, Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars: Age of Republic. But definitely into that. And then I got into World of Warcraft Classic, which I had never done before because I never played the OG because I was too busy with EverQuest 2. I used to do a lot of MMOs. But I started noticing that the way people play MMOs isn't the way that I like to play MMOs. That it's just evolved over the years. And it also got to a point where I saw that first year of monetization, I saw that my channel growth was like this. Like it was very, it wasn't doing this, it was doing this. Because I was doing older games that not a lot of people were playing. And I was like, if I want my channel to go anywhere, I got to focus on new things and new games. And there's just not that much in the MMO market that's going to... And I was like, I would much rather I've spent 25 years in MMOs. I would much rather focus on single player games. And at the same time that was happening, we were just having some really toxic shit that happened with guilds that just made me go, I'm done with people. And so I stopped worrying about MMOs, and then I was convinced to come back for World of Warcraft when they made the announcement for the War Within and that whole trilogy of games that's coming out on the World Soul Saga. And I had some people who were, they're great people. I still consider them, they're good people, and they were like, oh, you want to play World of Warcraft? Let's form a guild. We'll help. And then for various reasons associated with the life, those people all fell away, and I was sort of left as the only person running the show. And this is at the end of last year. And if you watch my channel, I was still playing World of Warcraft. That was the only MMO I was playing with other people up until like Christmas time. I did the final raid in the War Within, and that was it. I gave the guild off to Metro, aka Lips. I gave him the Discord, and I said, I'm done. Like, good luck with everything, guys. I can't be the guild leader and the raid leader and everything. This was supposed to be something where multiple people were helping, and those people we had one guy got heart disease, couldn't play anymore. Another person couldn't play because of kids and life stuff happened. He fell away. Like, everybody started falling away, and I was left as the only person holding the bag, and it was like, I don't have any desire to be the person running the show. Like, I'm happy to be a cog in the wheel, but I'm focused on my YouTube channel, and I can't be. This was never. It was, and the funny thing is when we founded the World of Warcraft Guild, in the charter it said this is not the cult of Renfail. It's supposed to be about, and it became the cult of Renfail because by the very nature of me being a streamer and content creator, as other people fell away, it was like unless I was at the raids and like there wouldn't be the numbers, and it was like it's not supposed to be that. It was supposed to be about other people. And when it became clear that I was the only focus of things, I was like I can't. And so for like Dune Awakening, it's like no, I'm not forming a guild. I'm going to be playing that game as a single player MMO, like a single player multiplayer game. I may do some co-op stuff, but I'm not going to be forming a guild. Like I'm not at a place. I don't want to do that. I ran guilds for 25 years and had a really good run for 25 years. But like the past few years of like MMOs and trying to be a streamer and content creator as an MMO leader led to some really toxic relationships with people who have different objectives with the games that they play and people who are really obsessed with like the loot, and I'm just there to have fun, and it's like I don't want to be a part of that anymore. So I've left MMOs behind for good, like in terms of being a part of like the way we did it yesterday with the Division 2 is a perfect example. I can hop in and play that game solo, but hey, if Nigel's around, if Deeks is around, if Burlak's around, if there are community members in chat who are playing the Division 2 at the same time that I'm playing Division 2, fuck yeah, let's get together and do some co-op stuff. But I'm not going to be running a community or any of that shit. I got too many games to play. I do not know a safe way to get over here. I'm gonna have to cross a river. Man, it doesn't look like any of this terrain is nice to travel. I'm not gonna be playing Ashes though, because Ashes is PvP, and I hate PvP. Well, I've never taken this bike over terrain. What happens here? Jesus, what was with the bunny hop? How did I do the bunny hop? Here's another road thing.
I'll stretch my legs.
The only thing I have at the moment is chiral crystals. JD Hooker says this channel's my new happiest place. I start my day here instead of the news, and it's made a good difference on my anxiety. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Dude, you're not wrong, Atari. Oh my god, like the amount of like neckbeard resistance to playing modern games. And people are like, but Monsters and Memories is gonna save the MMO space. I'm like, you mean like how Pantheon saved the MMO space? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Uh-huh. 12 years, millions of dollars wasted. Still no launched game. Early Access has had a failing community ever since it launched. Oh no, did I just fucking... I should have paid attention. I didn't realize you could lose your bike. No! Hold up! I did not know that could happen. I did not know you could lose your shit while you were on the bike. Where is my bike? Is my bike in the water there somewhere? Oh no! I learned a valuable lesson today, kids. Don't take your bike across deep water. I thought the bike would literally just go through. Fuck it. Let's unload. Let's offload all this stuff. Oh, hold up. So the bike is gone? I have to craft a new bike? Like the bike is gone? I don't see it showing up on the tracker. So I guess the bike is gone. Well, shit. I don't think this is the delivery spot. Is it? Maybe it is. That's what I get for not paying attention. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I get it back from the base.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
I mean, I was right here, too, at the delivery station.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Yeah, I don't have the garage access. Oh, maybe I have to connect to the chiral network first.
You know Sam Porter then? Been expecting you. We were told you'd help with the fault testing too. But before we get to that, let's see how she's doing. Pretty as a picture. Got nothing bad to say.
Okay. I'm now a mover. Nice.
These bots aren't designed to operate outside the network service area. So let's get the distro center linked up already.
Bot deliveries are AFK deliveries? Okay. Yeah, I had no idea that I was going to have the audience that I've had with this game. Atara. I didn't know there were so many people still interested in playing this game, because it was like so many years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago or something. But apparently it's pretty popular. Oh, a new pair of boots.
And there it is. I'll start prepping for the test. You sit tight and wait for HQ to ring.
Much obliged, Sam. Now the bots can enter the final phase of testing. I designed them myself, you know. My hope is that they'll lighten the load a little bit. Unlike human porters.
Oh, definitely it sparked renewed interest. It got my attention, the trailer,
Before the Death Stranding,
for the second game.
Scientists used to fret over the singularity, the possibility that
I remember Joe
civilization
telling
AI
me,
is smarter than any human.
Joe wanted me to play this game last year, and I got my PS5,
They can't die.
and this was the very
They
first
don't
game
have
that I
conscience.
installed on my PS5.
No matter how far they come, machines will never understand death like
But
we
I
do.
was going to visit my
And because
brother.
of that,
I played
they'll
it for like
never
2 or
truly
3
surpass
hours,
us.
right,
Wait on the
like
delivery
the day
terminal.
before, or maybe
I'll
the
walk
day
you
of
through
my
how to use the
flight.
bots. And don't worry, I'll keep an eye on things from over
And
here.
then when I got back, I was just too busy with other things, and I just completely forgot about it. I do remember Joe mentioning this game last year, like when I first got my PS5. All right. I can't do anything yet.
These autonomous delivery bots are designed to process some orders for you. Simple, Run-of-the-mill orders only.
And I remember you saying that you weren't
Take a
sure if
look
it
at
was
what's
going to be a
available.
big stream game because it was like there was a lot of people who were like, "Oh, the walking part is boring," and I'm like, but there hasn't really been that much walking. It's been a lot of like running from BTs and like I still don't understand the walking sim thing that people talked about because honestly, I feel like I've done very little actual walking. Like there have been deliveries, yes, but there's also been like that whole thing where I'm like trying to sneak into that mule camp to get the thing um from their delivery box, and then they came after me with the truck, and now I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess it's time to try out the new gun I got. So I'm trying out the bola gun, and then I'm like running from guys, and then like just now, like got a bike, and then riding a bike around, and then shit, I lost my bike in the river, and now I almost lost my cargo, and like then there's like going and sleeping and almost pissing myself yesterday because I had the jump scare in the shower because of the demon coming out. And then there's like what's going on with the BBs and the Mads Mikkelsen character and death and multiple dimensions and time travel. I don't know. There's a whole lot going here.
Cargo transported by a bot is liable to get a little roughed up if the road's poor. On the flip side, a bot traveling on a well-maintained road is more likely to deliver cargo in better shape. Also faster, in case it wasn't obvious. Keep that in mind when sending them out.
So this is another incentive to make the roads better because they will have a better chance of delivering their cargo. Yeah, everybody keeps telling me wait to the mountains, and you guys are making me extremely paranoid about actually getting to the mountains. Somewhere in there, someone asked, have I been a gamer for a while?
Today, there's just one.
I think that was over on Twitch. Let me go find it. I lost it in Streamlabs.
Production. Then you'll be able to dispatch them yourself. Oh, seems I misspoke. We managed to.
I think Tarduk asked that over on Twitch. Yeah, I've been playing games since I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Sorry, baby's fussing again. Thanks, Sam. We'll talk later.
Good work, Sam. These autonomous delivery bots will benefit everyone, from folks in cities and way stations to preppers out in the back of beyond. But you must be exhausted. Why not take a break? I bet your BB could probably use one too.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the reason for it, Brom. You could drive anything in the mountains. They're totally safe.
Your work is greatly.
Alright, we're back on the beach. Oh, my hands are all aged. Is somebody in my shower? Not another demon. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Oh, I could definitely see myself playing this more than once. Everything I've seen so far, I've loved everything so far. I don't have a single bad thing to say about this game. Like, it has been a 10 out of 10 experience for me so far.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. You were sleeping when I dropped by. Thanks for the shower.
Right. Look, I gotta ask. I've been hearing things about you.
She's in bed with terrorists. Don't trust her. She's just another dumbass Higgs fucked over. She's a goddamn hero, that woman. Tell me, Sam, what does America mean to you?
America!
Way my dad made it sound. We were something special. The glue that held it all together. More than a nation. A symbol of freedom and hope. We could bring it all back if we kept on making deliveries and connecting people. He was sure of it. I was a wreck after he died. That's when Higgs made his pitch. Together, we can run packages from sea to shining sea. Back then, he had a monopoly west of here. We both stood to gain a lot from a partnership. Business was pretty good at first. But then, a year ago, when those fanatics started stirring up trouble, fuckers hijacked our system. Somehow, they got a hold of our security passes and used them to sneak into cities. And just like that, we're delivering guns and bombs instead of medicine, and I didn't even know. We were just cogs in a terrorist machine. Higgs was behind it all. And on top of that, he got his hands on an old-school nuke that I ended up carrying right into Middle Knot City.
You telling me that?
Yeah. It was me. I blew it up. Could have been different if I wasn't so fucking blind. So I did everything in my power to stop South Knot City from getting destroyed. I tried to get the nuke out of the city. But Higgs was one step ahead. He took his pound of flesh and then some. Some wounds. They don't heal. Whatever time I've got left, the rain took. So there you have it. Everything's true. Except for all the lies. I don't give a damn about bridges or putting America back together. But I'm not about to let Higgs and some terrorists take my father's legacy and shit all over it. That's why I came to you. So, trust me now?
No, but at least you told me the truth. At least a
I'll
part
be
of
there
the
for
truth.
you, Sam. All you have to do is call.
Okay. Track down a chip with the weird symbol. Can you spare one of the porters worked with spots something strange up at the Crater Lake near South Knot City? Had a V carved symbol into it. Okay. Got jumped by mules. Distribution center south of Lake Knot City. Yeah, I've got fast travel now. With her umbrella. That was yesterday morning, I think. Higgs particles. He was a private courier organization. He was the head of Violence of the Demons. Higgs particle. Okay. Cosmic irony. Okay. I was gonna say, we're almost due for a baby hallucination. Oh, there we are. I was gonna say, I felt like we were due for one of these. So he's trying to escape with the baby? What's going on? He's got a gun, I think. God damn it. There's never enough clips. There's never enough. I need to know more.
Hey Sam, those new sites you've brought into the network have helped us to restore more of our archives. Unfortunately, I still haven't managed to dig up anything about the BB's origins. And I'm completely locked out of BB-28's service record. If I could at least access that, I might be able to tell you why you've been experiencing those strange episodes. Well, I'll keep at it. You do the same.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders.
I need a new bike, though, because I accidentally destroyed my bike. Damn it.
Higgs set Fragile up, huh?
It's dropping again.
It's all in your cuff logs. And with the aid of the Cairo network, we were able to restore Middle Knot City's regional archives. The records corroborate her story.
Don't need you to tell me what's true and what ain't. I could hear it in her voice. Son of a bitch fucked her over good.
No reservations about working with her then, I hope.
Good news, Sam. The bot you sent out made it to its destination. The test was a success. Got another one prepped for you to use. Take you with my thanks.
Okay. Also, level 2 boots. What's the difference between these? I'll definitely make a pair. And put on. We'll take your resins. Yeah, I'm gonna craft a bike here. I'm gonna have to.
Sam. If you'd like someone to take... Should a fellow port...
Yeah, hang on. Well, but isn't the difference between it was just sitting there in storage, right? And then I claimed it and delivered it, so I got some stuff from it, right? Like I got some likes and some other stuff. It's better than just sitting there. I got something out of it. All right, I need to fabricate a new bike. Since I lost my bike, I learned an important lesson about the bike today. Don't let the bike go into deep water, kids.
One more thing, Sam. A new delivery type has been added to the terminal. Your hard work's getting noticed. Because of that, there's been some talk of offering a premium service. Now, it might seem like a hassle to willingly take on extra restrictions.
Bike is not a sub.
If you succeed, you'll boost your rep even more. So, if someone asks you to deliver within a time limit, you could counter it by setting the limit even lower, thereby earning yourself a better evaluation if successful.
Well, that's interesting.
If you're feeling up for a challenge, give it a try.
So you can modify the parameters a little bit. Give me 2 seconds, guys, because Chris has been up for a little while, and I got an email about our Amazon delivery, so I need to just go say good morning to her, and then also let her know about the Amazon stuff, and check in with her, because I think we have to run some errands this morning in about an hour, but I'm not sure, so I need to just check in with her. So give me a minute here, and I'll be right back. Dude, after playing this game, I think the Amazon delivery driver definitely needs a thumbs up. I also know what they have to go through to make deliveries in my area. He definitely deserves a thumbs up. There's always something, man. The roads around here are absolutely atrocious. I don't think there's BTs, but there's BT-like things. So I could do standard bot deliveries. One order per bot. If all of your bots already have orders, how many bots do I have? Can I select all three of these? This is the part I don't understand. Gotcha. Dude, the humming is fucking hilarious.
Thank you for your contribution.
So I have to have a drone available. Okay. To weather station. Oh, that's gonna push me up the mountain, guys. Recovery chip engraved with a mysterious symbol. This has something to do with the you guys were telling me it has something to do with Half-Life. It's like specific to the collector's edition. Yeah, we're not doing weather station right yet. I think this just has me go out and retrieve something. Recover chip from the crevice. The crevasse. The crevasse. Let's get out of here far enough so I can go see where I'm supposed to be beginning.
Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on.
It's not too far from here, is it? So I guess I'm just looking for an unretrieved cargo, I guess. I don't know exactly where in here we have to go. It looks like I just have to go south. And remember, do not cross... What the fuck is that? Holy shit, what is that, guys? It's like stuck in the environment, but... Oh, it went away. I don't know what that was. That was terrifying.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I'm actually starting to finally run low on these things. I had like 6,000 at some point. But building the roads takes a lot of supplies. I'm assuming they're going to tell me about zip lines when I get to that point, because I have yet to be taught anything about the mountains yet, or zip lines or anything. Come on, you can do it, buddy. Bunny hop that shit.
Okay, just a bit further now.
Hang on. Did I just see an upside down rainbow? Okay, so I'm in the environment. That's what I'm looking for, is that engraved chip, right? That's still a ways away. Oh, I think somebody put a ladder right here. Which is awfully nice of them. Or a climbing thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, come here. You can do this, buddy. You got this. That guy needs more likes. Oh, I can't do any more likes. Okay. Oh, come here. I wanted to give that guy some likes. For the bridge. That was a nice bridge. Yay, I didn't sink my boat, my motorcycle this time. My boat, Jesus.
Clear. Weapons detected. Decontaminated system. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I'm just waiting for the moment when I accidentally run my bike off a road, because I know it's going to happen. Those highways, when I'm in like speed mode, and I'm taking the corners and you're drifting out towards the outer edge, there's no guardrails to keep me from launching off into space. So, yeah, that's going to be fun when that happens, because you know it's going to happen. I have lost my bike to deep water, so that's a first. I guarantee you there's going to be a cliff in my near future.
So you made it. Looks good as new. My hat's off to you.
Oh, a compass upgrade. You can now choose to have your... Oh, that's brilliant. This goes into the quality of life stuff we were talking about. The game has a very nice quality of life progression. So I don't have to keep pulling the compass now. Set an objective marker in compass mode to choose whether or not it will be displayed at all times, enabling the never hide setting. Oh, it drains your battery. Oh.
Oh yeah, I got something for you.
Hope you find a use for it.
Dude, this is V's face pattern from Cyberpunk? That's hilarious.
Well, take care of yourself.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
That's pretty cool. Little tie-in. I have no clue who I am, but you I know. You are Sam. Sam I am not. Sam the man. Mano, you have the chip. That I know. That and a bridge. Sam Porter Bridges. Wake me, wake my ass up. This is not my world. Is this fucking Johnny Silverhand? This is not my world, Sam. I can't recall. I don't know recall, but bitchin' won't make it better. Let's call me Jay. Let's call me Jay, the letter I keep for you. This is fucking Johnny Silverhand, dude. Oh, that's hilarious. I need more chips. Help hook you up with V's face pattern. Bonafide Valentino with the ladies. Sam Portino. I've seen some references to Alloy. Well, to Horizon, the Horizon stuff, but I haven't actually seen her, no. And there are probably some that I don't quite understand. Some of these references that I probably just don't get because I haven't played all of the PlayStation games that they refer to. Well, that was definitely a Cyberpunk one, right there, because that was Johnny Silverhand. And I got V's face pattern, so. I developed a handheld. That's awesome. Okay. All right. This is going to be a good place for me to wrap up this first stream of the day, guys. I have got to go to the bank with Chris, run some errands, and then we've got an Amazon delivery coming back. So we're just at the 4-hour mark this morning, so we're doing a little bit shorter than we normally do. I will be back later today. Probably in a couple hours, I'll be back. Probably going to do some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 today. At least I think that's what I'm in the mood for. I may change my mind and do some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But I think I would like to do some more KCD 2. Tomorrow morning, I'll definitely be back with more of Death Stranding. I may change my mind when I get back and decide to do more Death Stranding today, but at the moment, I think we're going to do KCD 2 when I get back and get done. But the morning streams for the moment are Death Stranding until Assassin's Creed Shadows launches, which we've still got 5 days for that. So if I don't see you later today, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for everybody for hanging out this morning. We had a good turnout. Had some great discussions. I'm going to go clip these 2 videos out, get those produced on YouTube. We had some great discussions today, so those will be out on the YouTube channel in a bit. So if you're not following on YouTube, make sure to get it done so you don't miss the updates in between the streams. And then I'll be back later on after I get done with the errands and stuff. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you guys later. If not, tomorrow morning, bright and early.